All right, in honor of Hollywood, I'm gonna say good morning, party people. It is 7:30 and time to walk. Oh, so there's like different species of prickly pear?
There's different kinds of them.
Okay.
That is a prickly pear.
So the camera may not show up. That thing's probably like 15 feet across that way. Man, there are more gates on this trail. Okay, it's not much, but there's some little purple, I don't know if they're called flowers or not, but I guess they're the desert's version of flowers. But these are the first wildflower-like things we've seen. It got hot pretty quick this morning, and I haven't done much videoing because I've been walking and talking. That's Howl up ahead. And Stealth is somewhere back there. All right, so I'm learning because Howl's a native Arizonian. Is that the right word, Arizonian?
Arizonan?
Yeah. Arizonan, okay. So these trees that we've been seeing that look just like basically woven bark sticks, she was showing me that they actually do this. And they turn into completely leafed out limbs, I guess. And then a lot of them have like these pinkish purple flowers on the ends. So we've been seeing all these dry ones that look like this, but apparently if we start getting some more rain, they're going to look a little different. This is a big one here. But this one without the leaf still has lots of little pink flowers on the end. All right, I'm gonna talk a little bit about water for today and what that situation looks like. But first, I wanna say a sincere thank you to all of the trail angels that are filling all these water boxes, because without these water boxes, especially this year with no precipitation, it would be nearly impossible to through hike this trail. So today we had the water where we camped last night, and there was, I don't know, probably 40 gallons there. I didn't count, but there's a lot of water. And then there's no water today until the next box, like 16 and a half. So, and I don't even think there's like water, like a really bad source. I think there's no water. So we had to carry enough water from that box to last us all day. And we're not sure if there's as much water or any at the next box. So didn't want to get there and then not have any. So I carried 4 liters today. I didn't take a whole lot there because I had carried a good bit before and I didn't come into that water source dry. So that's the plan for the day. Do have all the water, but I've only got 1 day of food. I got some extra stuff too, but the food getting light, so the pack doesn't feel that heavy. I think I'm also just now getting used to carrying the water weight again. So we're gonna stop at this water box at the end of the day, and that only gives us a couple miles to the trailhead for pickup tomorrow. But it is crazy how, I mean, water always dictates on these trails, but this one, there's literally no water other than in these boxes. So I don't know if it's just Trail Angels or the Trail Association or what, but a lot of these resupply boxes, they're just like steel bear boxes, and people fill them with tons of gallons of water. So again, thank you very much to everybody who engages in all the trail magic and trail support filling those water boxes. All right, we're gonna drop down in here and you can see the trail right here. It's one of those like PCT-esque where you can see the trail go all the way down that canyon as far as we can see. So many of these prickly pear cactus all of a sudden today. It's just like a hillside gardens full of them. Look at that. How neat. All right, I'm at my high point for the day, and I had a couple bars of service, so I stopped and took a break, looked in on my YouTube comments, and thank you all for all the positive, nice comments, and thank you all for following along. Now, I'm gonna reward you. I'm gonna give you an amazing 360. Check this out. All right, that's trail north. It's trail south. Man, this is beautiful. Back to trail north, the way we gotta go. All right, we are getting close to our first big milestone. We are at 99.8 miles right now. And I'm gonna give it just a minute because there's several people in the line here. Hal's just ahead of me. And then on the level and off the level, or just right in front of her. And we have not seen Stealth since, I don't know, the three of us kind of walked together for, I don't know, half mile maybe. And then I haven't seen her since. So she may have stopped to take a break or something back there. But almost 100 miles. It's crazy, man. These things come so fast. What I need to decide is, am I gonna sing I would walk 500, 100 miles at all the markers like I did on the PCT? Probably not. My throat and all this nose stuff is way better than it was, but still not 100%. But I wouldn't have to do it nearly as many times, so maybe. Huh. I'll have to ponder that in the next point too. Okay, so we have got to the 100 mile marker, and there is not a 100 mile. Is there not? What's that right there? Is that not?
Is that not 100?
I don't know.
We got so excited.
So literally,
Make our own.
like 10 feet right here, we couldn't find a sign. So we decided we were gonna make our own. And I look over and see a cluster of rocks. So hey, we don't have to make our own. They don't care. They did 100 miles, right?
But they don't.
Okay, here we are, guys. 100 miles on the AZT. All right, I have been a horrible vlogger the last little bit. We had a long lunch. I never got my camera out, I don't think. But it was the motley crew that I've been around lately. And then 2 southbound sectioners. I think there are more section hikers than through hikers on this trail for sure. Hal says, yes, that's true. We also came to the conclusion today that, you know, Hal's name is not a trail name. But it's not your given, it's like a nickname?
It's a chosen nickname.
Chosen nickname.
Self-appointed nickname.
Okay.
Derivative.
More on that later. But now we have a mission. Stealth said, oh, we got to find you a trail name. So we've actually been walking for probably an hour and just talking, and I've filmed none of it. But there is a huge view right here. So I'm going to get on the other side of this mesquite or whatever kind of tree this is. And I'm learning, and I'm going to show you this view. Oh, which one?
So the pointy one.
Oh, right there?
That's Rincon Peak, and to the left, that's Micah. That's what we're going to be hiking.
Oh,
up.
the one right here or over
In the middle.
Okay.
That's
All right. Well, I'm glad you're standing here because I don't know any of this. So this right here, if you couldn't hear, is Rincon Peak, and this is that Micah Mountain or Micah?
Yeah, Micah Mountain.
Micah Mountain. Okay. So we have to climb that, and after Vail, I believe. And look at this big view. Oh, they're waving back.
Wow.
Okay, we've made it to the road where we were planning to get water and camp. It's a fairly loud road, and I had been talking about wanting a cold Coke for a bit. But I was talking to Hal, and then Stealth came in right after us and was like, hey, what do you think about going to a town and getting a cold drink? And I said, I'm sold. So now we've been sitting here gaming. It's 4 o'clock. It's not dark till 6. We were supposed to get picked up tomorrow at 10:30, 6 miles from here. I don't want to skip any sections. She doesn't care about skipping because she's not through hiking. So we're just kind of talking about all of our different mini options. How much an Uber would be, how this can work out. We're waiting for the lady that we're going to stay with tomorrow night and the night before to see if she has a room available tonight as well. So I don't know. Right now we're sitting here with dreams of town food and cold Cokes in our heads. Tacos and these, what is it called? Sonoran dogs.
Don't miss out.
Hal said, look it up. And are you videoing me videoing you, or? All right, I'll let you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something one way or the other.
There you go.
Can I get your phone? Is that better for yours?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just gonna have to.
All right,
Oh no.
we got a ride. Should I go this way? You crawl it out?
Yeah.
I don't think.
Okay.
I don't know that I can do this either.
I mean, it's looking fairly precarious, but he did it.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? See, she won't get on the camera. I keep trying. So we made it to Safeway. She had just said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy a big tub of Haagen-Dazs. So the deal is, Hal's boyfriend gave us a ride because she was getting picked up at the trailhead. Came into town, and I think what we're gonna do is I am going to hike from here to somewhere north tomorrow, and then we get a hold of some lady at the Airbnb, and we're gonna stay with her again tonight, the next 3 nights. So then I'll hike tomorrow, and then she'll zero tomorrow, and then we're gonna zero the next day. So that's the plan, and I am ready for a soda. Alrighty. So we went to the grocery store, got enough stuff for today and tomorrow to eat, and we're back at Joanne's house where we are staying the next 3 nights. It's like a Airbnb type thing, but she helps out hikers, and I don't really know what the whole situation is. So for tonight, Stealth and I are in the living room. We've got one of us on the couch and one on the floor, and then I think tomorrow one of us moves into a room with a cot, and the next night we both get rooms. And Stealth is walking in, hearing me fumble through this explanation. She still is refusing to be on camera for full on her talking, but if at some point that ever happens, you all against her will, you'll all love her. She's I don't know, what's the right word? Foreign. She's funny. There's that. All right, I almost forgot to close this video out. I sat down to edit and realized I never told you all good night. So when we went to the Safeway, we got like one of those 8-piece baked chicken things, and we had some baked chicken, and I had a bunch of fruit and macaroni salad. Stealth had a huge green salad that she made, and we're like renting this like living room of this house, I guess. And then there's some other people like sleeping in another room, and then 2 of the other rooms are rented, so I had to be quiet. That's why I'm outside. So the plan for today, though, I guess the next couple days. So she is gonna zero the next 2 days. I have a ride at 6 a.m. back to the trailhead, and I'm going to just do like an 11 miles up from where we got off trail, and then I'll get a ride back here, and I'll most of the day off. We're probably gonna like just do our chores and hang out, and then on Saturday we are zeroing, and then we're gonna go into Tucson. We've already worked out a ride like into Tucson, then we'll use public transportation. There's a couple things we both need, and we just kind of wanted to hang out in Tucson, have something to do. And then on Sunday we'll be getting back on trail
where I get off trail at tomorrow. And that's also where Hal's going to get back on at. So the three of us will be back on trail there Sunday. So that's the plan right now. So come with me tomorrow. And there's one thing that I think is like a milestone on this trail, or like one of the cool places. I think I'm gonna hit that tomorrow, but maybe not, I'm not sure. So come with me tomorrow. It's kind of gonna be a slack pack. I'm not even gonna bring all my gear just to do this 11 miles. And then, I don't know, we'll find something fun to do, and we'll take you along for the 0 on Saturday too. So have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you later.